Thanks again, Coach, for coming. We're gonna
Absolutely.
We were off last week.
Yes.
But let's go ahead and backtrack. I know we got our first round. For us, it's our first round, or it's
Sure.
the second round of playoffs.
Sure.
But let's go ahead and recap the Bartlesville game.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. Bartlesville, tough opponent, really good defense. Offensively, they run the ball very, very, very efficiently, very well. Physical team. They're coached very well. Coach Sport and his staff do a great job up in Bartlesville. And so obviously had the game, circled as a game that we thought would be, extremely difficult. Game and sometimes football's a game of matchups, and some of the stuff they were good at, or maybe some areas that we're trying to work on and different things like that. So they definitely had our attention. I was really proud of the way our kids came out, just and put a lot of points on the board really, really quickly in the first quarter. And kind of never looked back. And so we're able to capitalize on some mistakes with some big interceptions early on in the game, and then able to punch it in. And be pretty efficient on both offense and defense. And in my opinion, our best overall game we've played all year, as far as the offense and the defense and special teams and all those kind of things, just kind of meshing. And we talk about it all the time, as a coach, you want to be playing best ball going into week 11. That's always the goal, is going into week 11, which is playoff time, playing your best football. And I felt like we're able to do it.
Yeah.
Right. They're just calling us. Round 2 of the playoffs calling here. We'll answer here in a moment.
So, all right. So we got we're hosting.
Hosting, yes.
I don't know if you did some history there.
Yeah, actually, I got the history from Dr. McCarron. So I don't know Dr. McCarron is great talking to him as always. A long time, supporter and all things Choctaw, and really appreciate Dr. McCarron, and so it was a lot of fun to get a call from him. And he told us it's first home playoff hosting game since 1981. I'm told. So I didn't do that research myself, but I'll trust Dr. McCarron on anything that he says. So it's a big deal. It's obviously almost 40 years since we've hosted one. Obviously would have hosted round 1, as you said. We had a bye, which we were happy about to get healthy and all those kind of things. But to be able to host round 1, and then now obviously round 2 is a big deal. It's a big deal for our kids, big deal for the community. And something that we've taken great pride in as a program is making the community proud. And being proud of Choctaw football and restoring some of the past traditions and and history of success.
Right. Okay. So we got PC North coming in.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about the game plan or not the game plan, but
sure. Top strategies.
Strategies.
Yeah.
Strategies we mainly to look at as far as what do they do well? What do they keys to the game?
They do a lot of things well. I mean, they're a 7-win team. They've only lost to Midwest City and Stillwater, which obviously are 2 top-ranked teams. And so they do a lot of things really well. Offensively, they have a really good ground game. They have 2 really good running backs. They throw the ball really well. They have a Division I receiver, and really, in my opinion, have 2 really, really good receivers that can make you miss and go the distance really, really fast. And the same with the running backs, very athletic kids that if you don't swarm them and tackle them, they're going to go 80 on you, really fast. Quarterback does a great job distributing the football. And is very efficient in what he does, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And so they're really, really tough. And then defensively, this will be, if not, close to the best defense we've seen all year. They're extremely good. They don't give up hardly any points. They're very, very sound. They tackle well. They're very, very stingy against the run and the pass, and so they make you earn everything. They get into a lot of low-scoring games with people because, their defense is so good and their offense doesn't turn the ball over. And they're just very efficient. So, it's an extremely tough game. Like I tell our kids, it's playoffs. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Everybody deserves to be there, and they're no different. So we have our work cut out for us. Keys to success and keys to victory, as always, is we have to make sure we make our drives count. Offensively, we have to make sure that we're ending with some points every single time on offense with our drives, and defensively we're going to have to swarm and tackle. We're not going to look if we tackle poorly. We'll be in for a long night. Because they're going to be very efficient and they're going to get theirs on offense and and make the runs and make the throws and those kind of things. And we got to be able to be there to swarm and tackle it. And then finally in the kicking game, we have to make sure that that's where our edge is, and we're kicking the ball well, taking advantage. Not doing bad things on our part, bad snaps and stuff like that.
Exactly.
If we do those things, we think we have a chance. But this is definitely a 4-quarter game. If you're a fan, that wants to come out and watch some good high school football, this will be a 4-quarter game. This is going to be a tough game all the way down to the end.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, good luck, and I guess advancing puts us into a Friday's game after they
Yes,
would
yes,
know that they would
yes.
know the answer too.
Yes, yes.
So it's a Friday after Thanksgiving, correct?
Correct. Yes,
Okay.
Friday after Thanksgiving, so it'll be on the 27th, and be a Thanksgiving week practice, which has been a goal of ours in the program since day one. If we can get to that, it's huge. Obviously in the playoffs you have to go 1-0 every week.
Right.
But to be able to practice on Thanksgiving Day and Thanksgiving week would be a huge deal, huge blessing for us. And as a coach, that's always one of your goals, because that means you're so close to being able to be in a championship game. And so,
right.
We hope to be able to be there. We got to play well this Friday. Need a lot of support from the community. Be loud, show up, have fun, and we'll put on a good show for you.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Welcome to Choctaw High School, home of your Yellow Jackets. We're just getting underway here. This is Adam Bass. I am the Choctaw High School TV production and broadcasting instructor, producer of the shows for our live streams. And with us today, we are fortunate with our virtual lineup that we had this week that we were able to get one of our top students, Dylan Myers, to slide in right before Thanksgiving break and help us out battling all the different things, with the virus and virtuals and all that kind of stuff. You know how that goes. And so, as always, with me up here in the booth is the Mr. Matt Crowder, going to do the play-by-play for you. And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Crowder and get things rolling.
All right, we're here for the first time in my lifetime at Bill Jensen Field for a second-round playoff game. That's right. A second-round playoff game we're hosting because, we did pretty good this year. I think everybody has a little bit of the jitters coming off of a bye, and this is big-time football. And really, before we even talk about tonight's game, we are looking at the lineup ahead of us. We got Putnam City North Panthers. We got more than likely the Stillwater Pioneers, and then more than likely the Bigsby Spartans. So it's a tough hill to climb. Right now, we don't have to worry about all three. We just have to worry about one team, a very, very good Putnam North team. They finished third, I believe, on their side.
That's
at least
correct.
They were the third seed on their side. So we're second seed playing a third seed. So on paper, you don't play football on paper. First of all, we're about even. They're solid all the way around. I always claim that we have the best defense in Division I football. We might be playing number 2 tonight.
Yes, and if anybody was able to catch the coach's show when I talked to Coach Corbin this week and did our little show, that was one thing he mentioned was that this is probably the best defense that they've had faced all year. So just a quick comparison, I guess you could look at the last opponent of each team. We played Bartlesville. That was our last game. Putnam City North played Bartlesville. That was their last game. So correct me if I'm wrong, but the score for our matchup here at Choctaw was 61-21. And then Putnam City North got to host Bartlesville for the first round of playoffs, and they won 31-6. So definitely some defensive stuff going on there. So this is going to be a heck of a game.
It really is. One of the names that we're looking tonight is, let's see if I can say it right, Jeff Wonkwo, number 3 for the I keep saying Pirates, Patriots. No, it's Panthers.
Panthers.
He's a Division I committed wide receiver, and so we're going to see some Division I clashes, some on the defense and some on the offense tonight. I'm really excited about that matchup. I try to prevent myself from knowing any inside information so I don't spoil a plan. But I would probably count on Mukes trying to shut down Wonkwo and vice versa. So it is going to be a battle to watch. It's going to be exciting football. And speaking of exciting football, the weather is just about perfect. It's maybe 60 degrees, 64 degrees right now.
Yeah.
The wind is very, very mild. And I'm not talking Oklahoma mild. I'm talking the rest of the country mild. And it's blowing from the north to the south, and so that would be to the right of your screen. So just a little bit of wind. Beautiful, beautiful night. Definitely we're limited. I do want to explain a little bit of what brings us tonight, what allows us to do this game. This game is actually sponsored by OSSAA, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the correct.
And so with permission from OSSAA and permission from NFHS networks.
NFHS networks.
They're allowing us to do this game, and so we won't get to see our lower our on ads at the bottom. But, of course, we do thank all of our sponsors for our classroom and our equipment.
Yes.
And so we will, be able to show the commercials for the people that sponsor the expensive equipment. But this game,
regular season,
this game is brought to you by OSSAA. And so we want to make that clear that they are the sponsor for this.
Yes. And we will do our best to be, what do you call it, moderately one-sided. Like normally we're always obviously Choctaw heavy. But, for our guests that are tuning in from Putnam City North or from wherever they are, we'll do our best not to be totally pro-Choctaw, but I can guarantee you I will. Once the game gets going, it may not be that way for me.
But as always, if you just tune into our broadcast, we're never negative towards the high school athletes on the field.
No.
So we need to go quiet out of respect for the Star Spangled Banner. All right. As always, the pride of Choctaw does an excellent job. So does our ROTC?
AFJROTC.
AFJROTC, yeah.
Yeah, band is directed by Mr. Ray Erie.
That's right. And the ROTC, of course, is brought to you by Chief Kula and
Colonel
Jones.
All right. Our Palm Squad.
So the key to both games, both teams. And again, Putnam North did play last week. They handled their opponent well. The key to both games, of course, what we said all year, and you can say almost any football game, is turnovers.
No, that's the key.
Turnovers. Both teams aren't expected this to be their last night of football. Both teams are, I wouldn't say they're looking past each other because it's going to be a tough game. But they are looking to keep their players healthy. They're looking to keep their players out of discipline trouble. So they need to be careful about that. So personal fouls, unsportsmanlikes, they definitely don't want any of that going on. But largely, this is going to be it should be score, stop them, 3 and out. A lot of defense being played tonight, a lot of stopping the other offense. You would expect that. And so both teams need to keep this game close.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if it's close, it's not an advantage to us. It's not an advantage to them. The biggest thing is you get a 2 or a 3-score lead, it is going to totally limit the other team in both cases. Obviously, we're the home Choctaw television, so we know that Choctaw has all across the field weapons on offense. But Putnam North also has weapons. They got a couple running backs. We got a couple running backs. They got a super stud receiver. We got some stud receivers. They got other stud receivers too, but
right. Yeah, it's pretty well balanced matchup here.
And the biggest issue that I see is not on the offense. We got some good stuff. They got some good stuff, but our defense. These are two of the best defenses in 6A, and defense wins championships. And so right now it's going to be more of like an SEC style of battle here, where it's maybe not who's got the best offense, but who has the best defense tonight.
Right, and both sides want to run the ball, establish the run game, to open up their passing with the like you talked about, the good wide receivers on both sides of the ball, both teams. And so Putnam North has a great defensive or a run defense. Choctaw has a great run defense, and so Choctaw probably has one of the best secondaries across the board there with Mukes, Parker, Lopez. I mean, you're going to see those guys.
We got
all night long.
You got Lopez, Ellis, Ziegler goes out there, Parker, Hawkins, Mukes. Those are going to be your secondary. Thompson gets out there. You probably got Green and DeQuazy lined up too, just to give someone a breather.
Right.
Of course, across that front, you should have Davison, Brown, McCaffrey, and Hoffman. You see a lot of rotation on there.
Yep.
And of course, old Donnie Wingate, Roan, and Bowles.
Yep.
As those linebackers.
Donnie Wingate just got and he's got several offers, I'm sure, but another offer from a D1 Lamar University offered up today for Mr. Donnie Wingate, trying to get him to join their squad. So they got decisions on both teams where they got opportunities to play at the next level. So you're seeing a lot of college players here tonight on the Panthers and the Yellow Jackets.
Well, and that's the exciting thing about playoff football here in Oklahoma. Yes, this time everybody made the playoffs that wanted to, but that round's over.
Yeah.
This is a second round, which is normally who makes the playoffs. So who makes the playoffs, there's not a slouch team. These are great teams, and there's a lot of great players. And so, 6A playoffs, 6A small and 6A big, doesn't matter. 6A playoffs, you're seeing the future of a lot of your schools around OSU, your OUs, your Tulsas.
Yeah, Tulsa just signed or just got a commit from the Bixby quarterback.
So, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing, all these kids dream of moving from Friday night to, I guess,
Saturday.
the Big 12 Saturday afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Is that the big
Saturday.
time, the 11 o'clock
Saturday.
slot?
No, any day, any slot
Any
on
slot,
Saturday.
but
yes.
I think the 11 o'clock is the premier Big 12 slot. But, they're all looking for that, and, it's pretty exciting here.
Yeah, and so, let's talk about those games around that we'll try to keep an eye on for you. Definitely at halftime scores. You got Bixby hosting Dell City.
Okay.
And you have Stillwater hosting Sand Springs. And then another premier matchup that's probably going to be a nice competitive one is Midwest City is Booker T. Washington at Midwest City tonight. And then, of course, here we got Putnam City North and Choctaw. So a lot of good action tonight from those four games. And we'll try to keep those scores for you at halftime and update, as we can kind of do that for you if we can. Otherwise we got an important job to do. Make sure you get to see every part of this field and every part of the action.
Yeah, we're going to feature an experiment, a new technology that we've developed, which I don't know if it's a technology or we just move stuff around.
Yeah.
We're going to have corner cams tonight.
Yeah, we've had some struggles in that corner, so my camera gets stopped right there, but we got it figured out to where we can get everybody.
So we're going to get
all parts of the field now covered.
So we're going to try that. Just we're always
trying to make it better.
Trying to make it better and trying to improve on, I went back and looked at one of our original games, which you can't see on YouTube because it's not on YouTube. It's before we went to YouTube. And we had lots of problems back then. Lots of problems back then, equipment failures. And back then we had to rely on other people to help us fix the stuff.
Yeah.
Nowadays we just fix our own stuff. And we get better and better every year.
Yeah.
And this year's been especially a challenge. We just hadn't had the students.
Yeah. My classroom is smaller. Kids have gone to virtual school, so I don't have as many kids to pull from.
It looks like we got Wingate out there. He's going to do the coin toss.
I'm going to punch in a little bit and see.
It looks like we got Mukes and we got Parker out there too.
Yeah. See if we can't see what they who gets what to start the game. And again, a battle of field position is key tonight. So who can get the best field position to start their offense is probably a critical thing, and time possession of the ball. Choctaw defers for the
All
second
right.
half. Putnam City North will get the kickoff to
I'll
start
bet you
the
they
first
will.
half.
Which is, I'm glad. I want our defense out there first.
Yep.
Of course, no matter what, the first drive of both teams is usually actually scripted. And so a lot of times that first drive is easy to score on. Not always, but easy to score on because you got a good script and it's based on what they saw on game film. And, they do a lot of research
Study.
here.
Yeah.
And then, the teams adjust to that, and then the game's on. So this is always a good look right here at the beginning to see what we can see, really, and see what they can do.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and put it on the corner cam here because it looks like we're getting a little bit excited.
Yeah, our guys are lined up now. Putnam City North is marching their way down on the rails. You can see them lining up in the opposite corner.
I guess they're going to come out first, so I guess I could punch in on them a little bit. So we got them, and then we'll punch in on ourselves and get it going.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. It's I can feel the nerves up here.
Yeah, I think that's just me.
It might be, but
But sometimes that nervous energy, if you get it out there, that's what we'll see. The first each team feeling each other out and getting those jitters out. And, maybe a few mistakes here and there, penalty-wise, could have potentially happened because of that. And then they'll calm down and get in their grooves.
Oh yeah.
So it should be fun.
It's we had a different team out here last year. That's the fun thing about high school is that every year is a little bit different team. Of course, we had Thad Williams out last year quarterbacking, and now we have Steele Wassel out there. But of course, we made the semis last year, and so who knows what we're going to do this year?
Yep.
We'll decide tonight.
And this is the first time in a long time. One of the things I'm really looking forward to is R.J. Jackson is back.
Oh wow!
He had such a great game and helped us offensively get the win at Booker T. Washington, which was so critical. And so he's back for the first time with his off of his injury, and so it'll be fun to see just another weapon on offense for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, it's great to have that bye last week just to get some people healthy and see what we can do here.
McConnell is back.
Oh, good. I was worried about that.
The only thing, obviously, the loss was at the very first game with Chase Jackson, our standout wide receiver, led the Class 6A in receiving yards, all of 6A in receiving yards last year. He's signed with Texas Christian University, so he'll be going down to TCU and probably playing against Jordan Mukes in the future. So that'll be fun for them.
He's got a lot of practice doing that, so that might be a good or bad thing depending on who you're rooting for.
Yep.
All right, we're about to go. I can hear a little routine that we got.
Yeah, and we got.
We record a new one every year. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. So the coaches, and you'll see him on the sideline, Mr. Coach Brown, Ray Brown for Choctaw in the gold shoes. He is a ball of energy, and he is ready to go. And he's the hype man for our young men. You'll see him bouncing up and off the players here in that gold shoes and white hat. He's going to energize. He's the Energizer Bunny.
All right, they're ready to go, and of course, both teams are playing with a diminished squad. They tried to cut down the numbers just because of COVID, precautions. So that's just something that all the teams in the state are doing. Is they're just bringing less players than they normally bring, which is sad, but that is 2020, right?
Yeah.
We do things differently 2020.
Yeah, everybody wants to try to get their best opportunity to keep moving forward, and unfortunately that virus is such a issue that and here's the case in point. Ada was to travel to Clinton tonight for their second round playoffs, and Ada unfortunately had too many issues going on with COVID and had to cancel. So Clinton automatically advances, which I know they would rather play the game.
Yeah, everybody would rather play the game.
Yeah, but that's just another example of what's going on out there.
I'd rather lose than win to a COVID forfeit, but I'm still going to take the win. I'm still going to take the W and go to the next game, but I'd rather play the game.
Yeah.
All right. We're lining up. Everybody's lining up. The Panthers, of course, are going to be in white with the red helmets, and the Yellow Jackets are wearing blue with white pants with the golds. And we're going to get this going, and I'm excited. We got a lot going. I'm going to go ahead and get the offense out here. And again, turnovers. I can't say that enough. I'm just putting down that energy. Everybody wants to see a nice, clean game. We want to see the best team win. We don't want to see the luckiest team win.
All right, here we go. Yowzy to kick off.
And there we go. And they return it on the 10. And he's got a little bit of room. We're going to chase him to the corner, and we're going to get him out short of the 20, about the 18-yard line. And here is your number one defense in the state coming to work. And, of course, that's unofficial. That is what I say based on what I've seen. And I've watched a lot of – I watch some – anybody that puts their football on YouTube, I watch a lot of that just to kind of see who's out there and see what they play like. Okay.
All right, let's get that first matchup there.
All right, looks like they're going to – Panthers line up in a single back with a Twins receiver set, and they're just going to hand it off right up the middle, and the Jackets are there to meet him. And he'll get about 1 yard. And we'll – oh. There's already there's going to be some unsportsmanlike. There's a fight on the sideline.
We don't want to see that. That was
and I think that was Mukes and Wonkwo.
Yep, right out the gate.
Right out the gate. So basically what that was is they're both going they're trying to establish their dominance. But we want to see them play. We don't want to see we don't see that. Come on now.
And the way that looks like Mukes is getting his shoulder pad back in, that maybe he this might be against the offense. Get the signal.
If I'm calling it
double foul,
I'm going to have to call double foul.
Yeah, probably is the case. Yep, offsets.
All right, that's what it is. So it's on Wonkwo and Mukes. And so that brings up, and you can't quite see it on this side of the screen, but both Wonkwo and Mukes are lined. Now you can. Yeah. Right there at the bottom of your screen. That's the matchup there. Back to pass, and he just dumps it off to a nice little tunnel screen. And there we go. That's a nice little gainer. And the Panthers looks like a gain of maybe 4, and so it should be a 3rd and 5. We'll call it that. 3rd and 4 maybe. All right. See, we got that Twins with the single back. Panthers get the call here. And that is Carson Laverty calling the shots here. Little jet motion. And they're just going to hand it off. And we are going to come up on them. Let's see who gets off that pile. I'm betting it's Donnie Wingate, and it is.
Looks like Spencer Bowles was in on that too.
Looks like, yeah, little Bowles. All right. So it looks like they're going to punt it. But, hey, this is 6A playoff football. You don't know what's going to happen. Yep. Looks like that typical with the 3 blockers punt formation. We got one. Oh, it's on the ground. We're going to get there. Oh, we don't get the block, but we got there. It's short, and we recover the ball at the
27?
Panthers 27. So that's basically a turnover. And so that's going to be kind of one in the I think they blocked it, I guess.
Yeah, he got a hand on that. I couldn't tell which number that was that got in there. I was not anticipating that.
I was not anticipating that, but you know what? You can't blame these kids. There's a lot of nerves because you don't get to play after this if you lose.
Right.
And you know this is why you got out of bed in the summertime. This is why you put on your pads and practice in the heat. All right, here we go. It's just a little pitch to Ray. Ray breaks one, and he gets taken down probably for about a 7-yard gain, making it 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 from the Panther 22. All right. I got my hand on the corner. So we got a single back, tight end left, trips right. And he's just going to do a little flat pass there to Davis. And he's going to make it. And he gets the first down and then some. I think he's about the 6-yard line. And we'll see what they call that. Hopefully they called the right name.
Yeah, that was
Davis?
Davis, yep.
Okay, good.
About the 9-yard line.
Oh, good. So officially it's 1st and 8, or 8th. 1st and goal from the 8. And there we go. Just another pitch. Ray's going to stretch it, and they didn't give up much. He might have got
2 yards, maybe?
No. They might have got 1. So bring up 2nd and 7 from the 7. Or 2nd and goal from the 7. All right. We're going to have trips right again, single back. And we got an H-back to the right. And he's just going to pull it. Steele's going to pull it, and he's going to reach. He's close. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
So
that was Steele Wassel with the zone read, and he just kept it. And he got a few there. So it's 3rd and goal from the 1, so everybody's going to get all in the line. Play hard-nosed football right here. This is a big defensive stand for the Panthers here. Same formation.
You have a whistle.
And somebody called a timeout, I'm sure. Oh, so yeah, encroachment on the defense. I didn't see that flag. Unfortunately, how we have it set up, the camera can see that corner. I can't anymore, so I have to look at the camera. All right, let's see here. And here we go. Steele's just going to jump forward. He's going to try to get in. And
looks like a fumble.
There's no way that's a fumble. His forward progress was definitely stopped. Okay, so the ruling on the field is forward progress is stopped.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and inches.
It's almost like he was a little bit hesitant.
Well,
normally he does that little Superman dive.
The hole didn't. The hole was full.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to do some wild jacket. I think maybe not. We got trips left. Davis in the backfield. And we're going to call a timeout here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's a big 4th down for both teams to start the game. You want to make sure all your ducks are in a row before you snap that ball.
All right.
So we're going to stay right here.
No, we
take a commercial?
We should take a commercial.
Okay.
Let's go and do a commercial.
I am Tech.
I am Tech. I am Tech.
I am Tech.
Quickly.
Yep. And just a little pitch to Ray. Ray is going to jump. Is he in? Is he in?
Yep,
touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And I believe that was Ray with the run in. Or was that Davis? I don't know who it was.
Yep, Davis.
Davis, okay. Because that's right. They subbed Ray out and put Davis in there. So that was Ray. I'm sorry. Touchdown was Davis. Terrell Davis.
Okay.
All right. Jackets go up early 6. Yowzy in to kick it. Let's see. I think it's Yowzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just making sure. You never know. They like to trick me. High snap. They can't score. North cannot score, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So the PAT is no good. Normally you just let that go because you're not going to score on that.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
So it looks like the kicking game, everybody's snapping a little bit.
Well, it's
funky tonight.
Everybody got the nerves. Let's try to finish that commercial for this kickoff, then we'll be right back.
We are Tech.
All right. Did you not show it? Oh, you're supposed to show it. Yeah, never mind. All right, we're back, and of course, this game is brought to you by OSSAA. We owe some time to people that bought the equipment and brought you our regular season. All right, here we go, and Jackets are happy to at least get 6 on the board, and now it's going to be it's time for Putnam North to try to answer what Jackets put down. They, of course, ended last time in a, here's the kick. That's a nice kick from Yowzy, and it's going in for a touchback. Of course, last time a blocked or a really short punt resulted in a Jacket touchdown, so let's see if we can do it again. Of course, we also had 2 unsportsmanlikes from 2 opposing D1 commits. So, you know, I know there's a lot of people tuned in just to see that matchup, because this is a matchup we should see. Just judging from what I've seen, we could see this as early as next year. You know, they might get redshirted. You never know what's going to happen to that, but I can see both of them getting some playing time next year. All right, here we go. We got the single back. We got a sweep motion to the bottom of your screen. And they're going to test that corner, and it's just a little too tall. Nice little opportunity there. See, the wind is perfect for these quarterbacks. The wind has...
Yeah, the flag is pretty much not even moving right now.
I said it was mild earlier. It's died. It's gone. This is perfect. You know, a lot of times in late November, we got frost everywhere. I mean, we've already had an ice storm this year, but not tonight. It's perfect football weather. All right. They got an H-back in this time on the right, and they're just going to hand it off to one of their backs, and we are on that. We are on that. So the Jackets tackle Normant for a short loss.
Spencer Bowles in on that one.
So third and 13 for the Panthers. And this defense has come a long way this year, but they are pretty tough. Pretty tough. All right, you might expect a pass here. Let's see what their formation is. I believe they got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, H-back to the left, and a single back. And we look hungry. They're going to go back to pass, and this is that matchup we wanted to see. And Mukes knocks it free. Wow. That is college football you saw right there. It was a jump ball, good coverage.
Yeah, Mukes is 6'4", and he can touch the top of the square on the basketball goal easy. Actually, I think he can almost get to the top of the basketball goal from what I've heard.
Yeah,
so
although
it's ridiculous. His leaping ability is.
I was teasing him the other day. He's been putting on a lot of muscle weight, and so he's getting more in football shape, and he might not be able to get as high anymore.
Yeah.
And we almost got to the punt again, and we're just going to let that one go. Roan does. Good decision. It does take a Panther bounce. And the Jackets are going to have to work starting on their own 31. So, so far so good for the Jackets. And here comes the Panthers defense, which, like we said earlier, is maybe the second best. I'm not gonna call them the best, but maybe the second best in 6A. They're pretty tough. I watched some football. They got a pretty good home TV crew this year, and so I watched some of the games over this week, and they are pretty. Their defense is fierce. All right. So let's see who's out there. It looks like we're going to start out empty. Of course, Steele Wassell's out there.
Some movement.
Some funny business. That was Davis in the jet motion. So, false start offense. So we're gonna spot the Panthers 5 yards here. I guess that's to make up for the fact that they gave us 5 yards or half the distance in the end zone. Just to be fair, right? Okay. So far, we hadn't had to use the corner cam. I'm kind of disappointed.
It's early.
It's early, yeah. All right. Little motion.
A little ducking.
And just a little dump. And what a play. 12 yards.
There he is, R.J. Jackson.
R.J. Jackson. I was like, who's 25?
He's back.
I was like, he's back. There you go.
Yes. That's the one that they hadn't seen in quite a while, so it's hard to get ready for him because you hadn't seen him.
That looked like the old
Booker
T-dump
T.
play, except for he doesn't run like your typical tight end.
No, he's got some speed.
All right, here we go. And just a little flat pass to Davis. And Davis is just going to work his way. No, he's got room. And open field tackle by Tice. Mathen? Well, we're close. Mathen? Tice Mathen. So I'm sorry for getting your name wrong, but that was a good open field tackle, so I want to give you credit where credit is due. He saves the touchdown, basically. Trips right, single back. And they're just going to hand it off. And somehow a Panther ends up with the ball. And it's on the ground again. And Davis is going to end up with the ball.
Steele Wassel hit that out of his hand.
Wow.
The quarterback getting the ball back.
Wow. So I don't know how that happened. I think that the running back never got the ball all the way and tossed it up.
I think that was C.J. Smith in there.
It caught it. So what's going to happen, since it's changed possessions, it's going to be a first down for the Jackets on their own 41. So they lost yardage, but they get the down back. They basically start over.
Yeah.
So
Steele Wassel with a great defensive
So
play.
2 turnovers on that. So the Jackets are still up by 1, basically. 1 turnover. All right. They're just going to hand that off there. And, Turf Monster got him.
C.J. Smith.
C.J. Smith. It's either the Turf Monster or perhaps.
And he's not your atypical size for a running back. He's about 6'4".
No.
And he's got the jets.
It potentially was Riley Edwards that made the tackle. But, yeah, I think he got a shoestring, so good on him. All right, single back, trips right. And they're just going to hand it off to – nope. Steele's going to keep it himself. And I think he lost one, so it'll be 3rd and 8 from the Jacket 43. All right, let's see what we got here. We're going to line up an empty here, although they're basically 2 H-backs to the left. And that's, of course, Smith and Davis. It looks like the Panthers are coming. Wassel back to pass, and he does throw it up the middle. And there he is, R.J. Jackson again, and he's still going.
He's going.
He's still going. And he's still going. And finally goes down.
Man.
Wow.
And you know why I was excited for his return. It was that capability right there. And he's just a sophomore, folks.
Oh, my, it's just this team has so much potential. So much potential. The offense has gotten good this year. They're firing on all cylinders, it looks like, but, man, they got potential. The defense is senior heavy, but the offense is very, very young. All right, I got to get that corner camera ready. It's ready. It's ready to go. Let's see what formation we do. We do still have C.J. Smith in the backfield. We got an H-back going on. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Just a pitch to Smith.
Almost lost it.
Not a lot. Uh-oh. There is some laundry, and that is usually in the realm.
Now they blow the whistle.
Yeah, he was still going forward. So this has been there's 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Pretty exciting game so far. I've enjoyed it anyways. This is probably a hold. It's going to put the Jackets in a little bit of a pickle here. We'll see what they call it. They do have the microphone now, which I'm pretty excited about. Yeah, it's holding.
Number 56.
Okay, remains first down.
We're going to back up just a hair.
So the more football I watch, the more I realize that that is almost 99% of the time going to be a holding when you see that flag there. Okay, empty backfield. Steele's getting the play. And, all right, we're all going to get set up here. And it looks like we're going to need to talk about it. The Jackets are going to call a timeout. And we are going to do a little commercial here.
Hi, I'm Stan with SWM & Sons. We've been building in the eastern Oklahoma County area since 1982. We can help you with the plans from start to finish or just use the ones that you have. We'd be happy to build on your land or ours. We have subdivisions or just build on yours. Give us a chance to earn your business today. Thank you.
All right, 3:49. Right now, this is kind of what I expected, with not very many scores in the first quarter. The Jackets are progressing. They are behind the chains a little bit. First and 21. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. First and 21.
That's first and goal on the 21.
Right.
So, yeah, so it's first and goal on the 21, which is not the best, but in a spread offense.
Scoreboard went down. So the clock, we still have the there it goes.
Yeah.
Power flickers. I've had some. My power at my house went out.
2020. That's what I'm going to say. 2020.
But it's back on the right time now.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. But well, Steele's in trouble. He gets free, and he didn't see anything. And that should be a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
I
got that.
There's no flag for a kick to the head. They might not have seen it.
No, I got the footage if they want to see it.
Yeah, that is a rare no call. And maybe my angle was wrong.
No, Steele was definitely upset about it.
Well, yeah, it got kicked in the head. So, but he'll place another down. All right, and he just do a little screen dump, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 23. I'm sorry, 3rd and goal from the 23. Got to say it right.
Yeah, R.J. Jackson, intended receiver on that, just a little bit in front of him.
Okay. Well, a lot of times with this spread, it's nice to be maybe not 23 yards from your destination, but definitely 20 yards really opens up the playbook. So we got this tight empty. Wassel back to pass, and he's going to throw over the middle.
Oh.
And
good defense.
They're going to call it good defense, yeah. It was close. It was probably a good no call for sure. I think he timed it just about right.
Yep.
So this brings a 4th, and I'm betting
Burchett was the intended receiver.
This is a little far for a field goal, so we'll see what they're doing. That looks like they're coming out for a field goal.
Yeah, without the wind, he doesn't have to fight the wind.
This is a nice distance. It is centered.
Yeah.
But we're talking. This is a 40-yarder. This is not baby.
Definitely the longest attempt of his season.
His career.
Career.
Well, Friday night career. I don't know about other nights, Monday nights.
Let me just widen it out here so we can make sure we see.
And he puts it up. It's got distance.
I don't think it quite made it.
It did not.
It's very close.
Well, it was close. The snap was a little low, and, if you don't know how a kick works, is you got 3 people that have to do their job well to get it go in. You got the long snapper, you got the holder, you got the kicker.
And that time he was probably nervous of over snapping like he did on the extra point.
Well, and
it's to adjust.
There's centimeters. The snap might be just a centimeter off. The hold might just be a centimeter crooked, and then the kick just might be a little bit off target. So you never know. It's 3 people kick the ball basically. And a little run, and he's still going. He's stretching it out, and he gets swallowed up by a swarm of Jackets.
Maybe got a yard on the play.
That's Norman. He got the hardest yard all night. So he'll bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
Probably ran about 15 yards sideways.
With 2:32, this is about the score that I told my wife it would be. We'll probably be first quarter probably be 6-0, but we'll see. They have an opportunity here. And a little short pass, and we're on it. The Jackets are on it. Good little coverage. Okay, this will bring up a 3rd and 10. Ball on the 20. A little change in personnel here. Looks like Bowles, I think Spencer Bowles ran out there. Yes, he did. So just a match up. Get that defense flying around here. All right. And they just a little screen pass, and they get their first. The Panthers get the first down, and who saves that? I think that's Ethan Roan that makes the tackle, stopping them at around the 40. Would you believe 40?
Yep, I'll go with that.
All right, the Panther 40-yard line, so it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And that was a good little play they did. A little screen pass. And here we go. And they're just going to hand it off, and we're there. And I'm betting you that is Brown and Bowles. Brown and Bowles were definitely there. You know, they're feeling good. This defense is fun to watch.
Bring up 2nd and 14.
That's right. From the Panther 36. All right, looking to pass, and they're throwing deep, and incomplete pass. That was
Let's see who that is.
that was well thrown. That was well thrown, well covered. Yeah, that was
Is that Hawkins?
that's Ellis on the coverage.
Ellis, okay.
Ellis on the coverage.
Oh, there's Hawkins.
Well thrown ball, but it was also covered, and it was a tough catch. So I bring up 3rd and 14, 36. But like I said earlier, this Putnam North team, they got a lot of weapons. Their offense is pretty good. All right, back to pass again. Good coverage downfield, and they're going to go. And it is deflected.
And they're going to have a flag.
I don't think so.
No. I know PC North was wanting one.
They were wanting one. What I've noticed is they're not, this ref staff, they're not going to throw flags fast. You know, you make the playoffs, you kind of get the elite playoff crews that work real well together, do real good, and they're going to let them play football is what they're going to do. But so far, they let them play football, and they're calling.
They got a pass interference.
Really?
Yep.
Where's the flag?
I didn't see it, but they just talked about it, and he just said it. So that's going to be 15 yards, automatic first down.
I didn't see the flag, so never mind what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying.
48 now. So fresh set of downs for
So that's going to lift up the Panthers a little bit. They're in jacket territory.
First time tonight. Well, minus the fumble recovery run that they almost got in our territory.
Yeah. I think they got in our territory. They just lost it.
They did.
But, yeah, that doesn't count as an offensive possession.
No.
All right, and they're going to try that corner, that same, and he catches it out of bounds, so it's incomplete. So they're really, really testing old, I think that's Ellis.
Yeah.
They think they found a mismatch there. You know, with this Panther team, they're really, you know, you pick and choose where you have your one man-on-man or your one-on-one matchups. And so that was pretty good coverage. So it's 2nd and 10, and they're going to stay empty and try to throw it again. And, quick little pass. That was, of course, I think that was Ellis with the tackle. They're wanting to pick on Ellis. Well, he says bring it on. I get to play some football here. I'm fine with that. Pick on me all night long.
3rd and 6 now for Putnam City.
The receiver was Russell for the Panthers. The Panthers. All right, empty. And good coverage downfield. He's going to scramble for it.
He's got it.
And it's fumbled.
I think they got it back.
I think they got it back. I think it went out of bounds.
So good coverage downfield. That's the end of the
Oh,
first
that's the
quarter.
end of the first quarter. Wow.
We flew by.
Okay, we'll go to a couple commercials, and we'll be back for an exciting second quarter of playoff football.
Hi, I'm Aaron McConnell with McConnell's Record Service. We've been in business 24 years, locally owned and operated. We love what we do, from unlocking cars to pulling you out of a muddy situation to a minor fender bender. The one thing we hate to do is when we pull up on a wreck and see a team that couldn't wait 5 more minutes to get that text out.
What are you doing?
Oh, this will just take a sec.
Don't cuss, call us. McConnell's Record Service.
Hello, my name is Dr. Tracy Gaspera, and I've had the privilege of providing dental care to the Choctaw community for over 10 years.
And I'm Dr. Allison Porter, and I've been with Dr. Gaspera since June of last year.
Together, we provide comprehensive dental services for the complete family. We provide fillings, crowns, bridges, orthodontics, Invisalign, extractions, root canals, and implant restorations.
All right, if you've just joined us, it's second quarter. Panthers are driving, Choctaw up by 6. Little handoff, and he'll fall forward for about 13. Whoa, 3. 3 yards. 13 is Parker. He came flying in there to make sure he wasn't going to get any further. Nice little run, nice little gain. Not a lot there, but you fall forward for 3, you're going to win the game every time. So, all right. Pretty tight set, and they're just going to pitch it.
Choctaw's there.
Yep, that's Bowles' initial point of attack. Parker came in.
51. Is that 51?
51.
Yeah.
That's McCaffrey. He was in
Yep.
on there.
Yep.
And I also saw Bolton Hawkins flying around, too.
That'll drop him for a loss.
Yep.
Back to where we started, 3rd and 10.
The last couple games, the Jacket defense was almost bored. So I'm sure they're excited to have an offense like this to play against.
Oh, yeah.
All right. They got those 2 H-backs to the right and then back. And they're just going to pitch it, just an old sweep play.
Looking to the pass.
I thought he was going to pass it.
I think that was the play.
Yep.
Did he fumble that, or is he down?
Yeah, I think he's down.
Okay.
For 1 yard. I think that was supposed to be a pass. I think they were trying to hit old Wonkwo.
Yep.
And he was covered by Mukes.
Yep.
And so they're now at the top of your screen, or the right of the Panther lineup. And so Mukes didn't bite it, didn't fall for it.
Yeah, it helps that you got that line that you don't have to worry about it.
So we got single back, twin set, 4th, and it looks like they're going for it. And you're pretty much in go for it land. A punt doesn't get you a lot.
No. Too far for field goal.
All right.
Oh, little quick kick.
Little quick kick. And it's going to go in the end zone for a touchback. And so the Jackets will take over on downs on their 20. So the defense gave a little bit, gave up some penalties, but they held firm. And so we'll see what the Jacket offense has to say about this. And again, this is some classic Oklahoma football right here, playoff football. You know, one of the weird things this year is, of course, the Jackets sometimes have to move east in their division, and so normally they would be in the West Division and play the Midwest cities, play the Putnam North, play the Stillwater, but we didn't do that this year, so we're kind of seeing what we normally would have played, and we're matching up pretty well tonight. All right, and just a little pitch. Davis with that block. Oh, my goodness. And Ray's going to get up with a nice little gainer. And he's going to
move.
What are they going to give him? Maybe 4?
No, you got about
9. I can't see where they're lining up.
Started at the 20, now we're at the 29.
Okay. They just weren't going fast enough for me. So that was a 9-yard gain, so we'll bring up a 2nd and 1 on the 29. Let's see, we'll get this in. So we got basically quads left with a tight end, single back, and they're just going to hand it off. And it looks like he squirted through for a first down here. So Ray with another Jacket first down. And we're moving the clock and the chains. We've gone full circle. We're used to these long games, and now everybody's running again. So, hey, I'll take it. Whatever works. Here we go. Pitch Ray. And they were back there. Ray broke one. Oh, what a hit. And Ray might get two. Good open field tackle. And I'm going to try to give all the Panthers all the credit they deserve.
Look like
that's 22.
Yep.
So that's Matthew. It's MY. So I don't know what that's going to sound like. MYTHEN. Mythen.
Mythen. I like Mythen.
Okay. I try to turn into Matthew, but that's not right. All right, here we go. And there's a flag.
Some movement.
They're pointing. I think there was some a little bit of going early, which I don't understand why football punishes people for going early. Because,
second 12.
The life lesson is better early than late.
Yeah.
You don't get fired for being early. So, sports is a little bit different than real life. Okay. We got a two-back set. 2nd and 12 on the 31. Just a little sweep pitch.
Hits the hole.
He does hit the hole, hit it hard, making it up almost to the 40. That's Ray with the carry.
Put him about at the 39.
Yeah, 39. That's probably a better spot than mine. So 3rd and 4 from the 39. And let's see if they stick with that two-back set. We hadn't seen a lot of that this year, have we? With the Smith and Ray?
Yeah, we hadn't had Smith back for a while, and so now that he's back full time,
yeah,
we're able to use him a little bit more.
So
blocking.
last couple games, we're going empty here. Davis with the rocket motion. And, screen pass to RJ. RJ's got blockers and some room.
He's got a first down.
And he does get a first down, and Jackets are moving the ball. I think they're going to spot it about the 49, the Jacket 49.
Yep.
And we'll be a 1st and 10 from that 49. Single back, trips right. Just a little pitch to Ray. And Ray's going to, wow.
Edge. About to the 38.
Yeah, I think Davis was out there blocking a 4. Burchett was just stymied his guy. And we do have some form of timeout.
But it's north.
North. All right, we'll run a little commercial, and then we'll be back. Spiders, ants, fleas, scorpions, mice, rats, general pest control, termite control. We do it all. We also provide reports for real estate transactions. 16 years of experience, independently owned and operated right here in Choctaw. The only bug that can't be beat is a Choctaw Yellow Jacket. Tyler Pest Solutions proudly supports Choctaw Athletics. All right, we're back. And, of course, this game is brought to you by OSSAA. And we're on the air thanks to NFHS Networks. That's the only way we can show you this is because those people are willing to work with us, and so we really appreciate that. Football team and some of our equipment in the regular season was brought to you by, our commercials. They pay for this equipment, so.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without them.
Couldn't do it, but this game is not brought to you by them. So we have to clarify that legally. All right, jet motion Davis, and handoff to Ray, and there's
a push from the line. No whistle yet.
There's a flag, and that's probably a tackling penalty. He probably got him on the face mask because he was looking right at the point of contact. I wouldn't think there would be a hold at that point because it was
yeah, not that far down.
Well, just what he was looking at. I think he might have accidentally got a little face mask.
Yeah, we're clapping over here. RJ.
But we'll find out. There it is.
Good call. Oh, that's Davis.
Well, I'm glad the game settled down after the very first play where we got too unsportsmanlike by the arguably maybe the best players on the field.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, a little chippy.
So this will be a 1st and 10 on the Panther 28. As a former coach of both wide receivers and of defensive backs, you kind of teach them to show them who's boss on the first play. All right.
Quickly.
And there's another flag.
Burchett.
Nice Burchett. Nice catch, Burchett. But there is a flag, probably a motion.
Yeah.
Maybe a hold.
Well, let's see what we got here.
Maybe an offsides, but probably not that. Let's see what he says.
Probably come back. Where's he going? There he is.
Yep.
Motion.
Legal shift.
That's why you're the play-by-play man.
Yeah, well, the reason why I'm the play-by-play is because the play-by-play man is because the superstar, the elite play-by-play man, is still under the weather a little bit. He's on injured reserves this year, but we hope to have him back any day now. Mr. Dooley, you're out there, and we know that you're the play-by-play man, and I'm just the backup here.
And I'm your backup.
All right, here we go. Ray with the pitch. And he squirts free. What a spin move.
That looked like a basketball move right there. Coach Simpson might want to get that guy on the court.
No, that's I don't know if this reference goes to everybody, though. That's on my system anyways. That's a B button. You just hit that B button at the right time.
All right, Burchett out wide.
All right. So that's 1st and 10 on the 15.
You might want to get ready with that end zone cam.
I'm ready. And he's going to just squirt free again. He's going to get down about the 3-yard line, looks like, and that'd be a 1st and 10 from the 3. And knock.
1st and goal.
You're supposed to say who's there.
Who's there?
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jacket TV.
Yep, yellow. So I'm ready with the corner cam.
Let's throw one there.
I went too early.
Went
too early.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to, I'm about as far as I can go.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We got the corner cam ready to go. And it bring up a 2nd and 3 from the 3. No gain.
I'll just have to static shot right there for you. The rest is all you.
And Davin Evans looks like he came in to do some heavy work for the Jackets. Single back, Ray trips to the left. And we're looking 13 on the play clock. And we'll be ready for that corner cam if it happens. And they just hand it to Ray, and they were ready for it. Panthers were ready for it.
You get back to the line?
Yeah, I think
they're
going to give them a little bit. So I think they're still about 3 yards out. We're talking inches here, so it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 3. And they definitely got they're expecting run, pass, whatever.
Yep. I see a little bit of.
Let's see, C.J. Smith is in there.
A little more power back in. You got R.J. Jackson to the left.
Trips left. We got a single receiver out right, single back. And so hopefully I don't jump the gun on this corner.
I'm thinking R.J. Jackson's going to get it.
And they're just going to hand it off to Smith. And touchdown, Yellow Jackets. C.J. Smith gets a 6.
A little more power back runner.
And there we go.
All right, let's see if we can get a good snap here.
That was definitely a tough drive. And there's a flag. There is a flag.
Yeah, they just threw that.
Let me get back out off the corner. So more than likely somebody wasn't happy.
No. Maybe the ref just wasn't happy.
Or they were they just wanted to talk about things and share their feelings. So
and we may be going for 2. Nope, Yazzy's going back out.
We'll see what the call is because
probably after the fact.
They could shut down the 2-point and the 1-point here. In high school, a lot of times they'll just try to call it, especially if they don't think the kicker can make it. And they'll not do it on the kickoff. It just depends. Man, that is the most fantastic glitter I've ever seen. You see it in the camera right there?
Yep.
And sportsmanlike.
Defense.
So on defense, so that's on the Panthers. So the touchdown is good, and they're going to take it on the kickoff.
Okay.
So, Yowzy is going to get an opportunity to put it through the uprights here.
Just need that clean snap.
Yes, we do. That's good. And it is also good. All right. So Yowzy makes that. It was a good snap, good hold, and all that good stuff. Let's go to a commercial, and then we will be right back. Vision Source, Midwest City. We believe life is all about your vision. How clear is your vision? Vision Source Midwest City is the leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Choctaw and Midwest City community. And we want to help you achieve and maintain a clear vision for years to come. All right, we're back. This is exactly where the Yellow Jackets want to be. Not really where the Panthers want to be, but if you've watched any of the Panther football this year, you know that they can score, and they can score quickly if they want to. They got a couple backs that they can break it at any time. And, of course, if they can ever get Wonkwo free, he is just vicious. He can catch about anything thrown his way. So there's no safety in tonight's game. You can't turn this off and wake up and know that the end of the game. You're going to have to watch all 4 quarters. And, if it goes more than 4, we'll bring you, of course, overtime. We're not going anywhere. So there we go. And we almost got to use the corner camera. So, tweet us at CHS Jacket Guys if you like the corner camera. All right, there's the kick, and it's going to be in the end zone. And, of course, the irony of the situation, when I was watching the Putnam North football games, that's when I got the idea for corner cameras. The guy, the group of people that does their games have a little video on the YouTubes, and I watched it, and I asked the guy a couple questions about his setup, and he answered them, and he just has static corner cameras. I'm like, you know what we could do to solve the same problem he does? Some corner cameras.
Yeah. Nice.
So we'll see if we like them. Oh, and that run goes nowhere. The Jacket, the big man up front.
Brown.